Hello dear friends, welcome to this new video. Something slightly different for you here. I'm showing you footage from me playing Metro Awakenings VR using the Pimax Crystal Light headset. My goodness, what an experience you get. Now listen, there's a couple of reasons I wanted to make this video. One, to get another video out on the Pimax Crystal Light, and I'll be talking about the partnership they've recently developed with the Microsoft Flight Sim as well. That's quite an important thing, which I'll get onto later. Another reason, every now and again we get these AAA VR games, and Metro Awakenings definitely is one of those AAA VR games that must not be missed if you've got a VR headset. I believe it's on the Quest 3, isn't it? PlayStation 2, so the PSVR 2, and PC, which I'm showing you here. Once again, my recording footage doesn't do this justice. I did record this with GeForce Experience to try and give you the best footage that I could give you, and it's done fairly well, but when you're in the headset, in the Pimax Crystal Light, and you've got those crystal clear images coming through the headset to your eyes, essentially, it's like nothing else I've experienced. I've got to say, the graphics on this one, in this game in particular, are almost up there with a AAA title, where it pretty much are. Many of the textures of what you're seeing around, the atmosphere, it was made for VR especially, so you're getting that VR experience that no other title can give you, unless it's made specifically for VR. It's just done in a special way. So there you go. You can see me wandering around. You can see me stopping at certain sections just to take in the textures and goodness knows what. It really is a treat. Now, is this special because it's a special game? Metro Awakenings VR, it's a special game, full stop. Or is it special because I'm getting those images fed to me through the Pimax Crystal Light headset? I did try this in my Oculus CV1 and it's chalk and cheese. I mean, yes, you still get a good game experience, but the textures, the blurriness in the CV1 in the Oculus headset. I mean, granted, that's a very old VR headset now, but it really is chalk and cheese to the Pimax Crystal Light. The lighting in this game, especially with the Pimax Crystal Light, is second to none as well. I've got to say, it does give you one of those spectacular visual experiences. Just sticking with Metro Awakening VR for the moment. Like I said, every now and again you get a special game releasing. The last real special game for me was Resident Evil 7 back in the PSVR 1 days. Everything else, I mean, Farpoint was quite good as well, but everything else that released after that just didn't give that special VR feeling. Alien Isolation comes close to it on PC. That was actually made from VR from the ground up. So it comes close to it. But this game, you know, when you got the headset on, you can smell the surroundings around you. You can feel the creepiness of the game. You can actually feel the game through the headset when you're experiencing it. And when you're experiencing it, and only a handful of VR titles have given that experience. Like I've mentioned, Resident Evil 7 is the only VR title that comes close to matching this kind of experience. It's one of those games that I'm going to take my time with. I'm going to have special occasions where I don my Pimax Crystal Light, if I can get to keep it that little bit longer, put on my Pimax Crystal Light, and experience this game fully for what it offers and just savour every second. I mean, look, as I'm walking around, look at the texturing going on for a VR game. very unusual that you get this kind of experience from a VR title. And like I said, this one is a must. Okay, back in Flight Sim, Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 for now, of course, until Flight Sim 2024 releases. Let's talk about the future of VR with Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 in particular. Pimax have recently become an official partner with the Microsoft Flight Sim team. With Flight Sim 2024 in mind, what does this mean for the future of VR in Flight Simulator? Well, I mean, in the alpha, we didn't get to try. Unfortunately, our VR headsets, it wasn't enabled for us to try. But in the global event, apparently people got handed the Pimax Crystal Lite to try with the new sim. Now, I'm going to link a couple of pages down below for you in the description. One is a peripheral spotlight from the Microsoft Flight Sim team, concentrating on the Pimax Crystal Lite. They seem to be fully endorsing this. And another webpage by Pimax themselves, giving various other bits of information. You know, a few of us were handed the Pimax Crystal Lite headset. Let's just address this first. We were given it for review. We were able to say what we wanted. The vast number of people that I've seen, at least, that have covered this have been absolutely amazed with it, with its performance in Microsoft Flight Sim. Me on top, in and out of Microsoft Flight Sim, in fact, like I showed you, Metro Awakenings VR. It's an incredible, clear headset to use. We don't get paid for this. We've got to hand the headset back eventually. So, you know, we can say what we want. We are giving you our full views. Back in the day, the GT Reverb used to be the headset to go to. You know, that £600-700 headset or whatever it was. The VR headset to go for with Microsoft Flight Sim in mind. Now Pimax are official partners. There's going to be a heck of a lot coming. I think Flight Sim 2024 is going to be fine-tuned for VR. And the Pimax Crystal Lite with those incredibly clear lenses is going to be the headset to go for. Well, my scenery is not doing a good job of loading in, but never mind. It's going to be the VR headset to go for with VR in mind in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I'll certainly be testing it. Go and look at VR Flight Sim Guy's video on the Pimax Crystal Lite. He gives it high praise as well. And he's pretty much a VR specialist. Someone you can go to for trusted reviews. And yeah, you know, I think the future's looking very shiny indeed for VR and for Pimax Crystal Lite. This should be the headset. If you're looking to buy a VR headset, I can only give you my endorsement of what I've experienced with it and my adventures with it, both inside and outside of the sim. You really can't go wrong with it. It's like having a high-end VR headset for a mid-range, in terms of VR headsets, a price range. And I don't think there's anything better out there within that particular price range. I'm going to put my affiliate link down below. Generally, let me know your thoughts on the video. Have you tried Metro Awakening VR? Again, if you own a VR headset, you really should do. Let me know your thoughts on the video and the situation. Give the video a like if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. And I'll see you soon.